Hey guys, it's Scott Leroy Marketing, coming in for the weekly update, and I just want to show you a quick, easy way where you can actually send a test message. I guess a test email is what I should have said. Let's say text message. It's early. Let's just leave it at that. All right, but you can actually send a test email to yourself whenever you're sending out an email from the command platform. All right, so in order to do this, we're going to click on our campaign section on the left-hand side. All right, and once we click on this, now we can actually create a brand new email campaign. Now, as of last week, you can actually go through and under the email section, outside of sending it from MailChimp, you can now actually send it from command email too. So if you haven't set up MailChimp or command email, make sure you click on your name at the top right and go to the settings option. All right, command email is automatically included with command. It is up to 5,000 emails per month for free. And then the MailChimp account is a free account if you have up to 2,000 contacts and you can send 10,000 emails a month. All right, but I'm going to click on this create a new campaign option at the top right. And I'm going to select the email option on here. All right, so now we can enter our campaign name. So I'm just going to put inside test. And I'm going to say it's for other. And now we can actually choose at the bottom, how are we going to run our campaign? Are we going to do it through command email or through MailChimp? So I'm going to do it through command email on here. All right, so once I go through and I actually set up the campaign, now I can actually see my campaign name, the channels, I can see the account that we're going to be sending it from. All right, and then I can even see the recipient list on here too. So I can go through and I can actually utilize any list that I may have, or I can create one as well too. All right, and if I click on create list, I can actually title it whatever I prefer, and then I can actually search through all my contacts on here. And as long as they have an email address, I can add them over to that list immediately. So if you notice the test contact down here is grayed out because there's not an email. All right, so you are able to make new lists on here as well if you want to send that out. All right, so I'm going to come over here. I'm going to say this is going to our email list. Here's who we're sending it from. And once again, if you want to edit this, you can change everything over inside the settings under the command email section. All right, and I can put inside the subject on here too. So I'm going to say test email for my tip video. All right, now that I've got the first 5 completed on here, now I can actually create the content of this email. So once I click on select design, then I can actually go through and I can use any of the KWRI templates, all right, or any of our designs. All right, now these are previous ones, so I don't believe they allow you to go through. I can't have this created on here, but I can always go through the design section to actually set this up too. All right, so I'm just going to use the KWRI template real quick. All right, and this is automatically set up to populate with my information, so this is perfect on here. And then I'll just add in some additional stuff on here too. So I'm going to put inside some extra info on here. July 2020, let's put 2019. And I'm just going to populate all this test info on here. Nothing too crazy right now, just to add some stuff in. Perfect. All right, we're going to add inside that banner image on here. There we go. All right, and then I'm going to finish this out once again with all this test information. All right, so obviously this is where you would populate everything. For the sake of this tip video, I'm just putting inside some very general info on here. Nothing too crazy by any means. All right, literally the exact same info over and over again. All right, and one final time on here. Perfect. Awesome. Now all this, once again, will auto-populate from our settings section, so as long as you have your marketing profile set up, you'll be perfect on there. But I'm going to click on Apply Design just so I can go ahead and add this in, and this is what my fantastic-looking newsletter is going to look like. All right, so obviously this is blatantly a test email, that's okay. But once we actually do that, then we have a couple options on here. You can still preview it like we always have, or you can actually send a test email on here as well now too. All right, so I can actually email this over to any email address that I want to actually then view it. So once I type inside my email on here, we'll do it to this one instead. All right, kidby.com, perfect. All right, and once I do that, now I can send this test email on here. All right, so once I send the test email, as we can see, test email was just sent. Let me go ahead and check over inside our inbox on here to see when it'll come up. And then, of course, once again, you can always click that preview option over here too, and this will give you an idea as to what this will look like either over on a phone, over on, a tablet, over on a desktop or laptop. All right, this will help out tremendously. All right, it looks like it just came over. Perfect. All right, so now as we can see, here's the test, and then the test email for the tip video. Now, I'd highly suggest before you ever send out any type of email from the campaign platform, do a test to yourself first, all right? Because you want to see what obviously everyone else is going to be receiving, and always make sure that whenever you are sending these out, you're on the list too, all right? So that's one of my main tips on there. So that way, whenever something does send out or you send it, you're able to actually receive it as well, so you'll know exactly what it looks like on here. All right, so at the end of the day, this is what it's going to look like. And one thing to note about the command email, it's automatically going to come from a predetermined email for you. So as you can see, mine on here is agent303224@mailer.kdb.com. Yours will be very similar to that, where it'll have agent and a bunch of numbers. It'll automatically have your name you have set up from the settings. But if anyone replies back to this, then it'll automatically reply over to your main email instead that you have linked up. All right, but that's how simple it is to actually send out a test email on here, all right, from your campaign section. So now whenever you're actually going through to create this email, you can go through and test it first to make sure that it looks perfect whenever you're sending it out to your clients. So there you go. So that is your KW tip for the day.